What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play here on ARK Ragnarok. Now today we're aiming to actually take to the seas, but first of all, to start ourselves off, I actually went and raided the Wyvern den yesterday, and we have actually managed to grab a few decent level decks. We've got a 228 lightning, a 204 poison, a rubbish fire one, but just to complete the set, we've also got another couple of 210 ice wyvern eggs. Now that one was from the nest that just constantly kept on respawning instantly as soon as you sort of left and reloaded it because we didn't kill the wyvern there. But today I actually want to hatch 4 of them, which is going to be the lightning, poison, one of the ice and the fire, which means we're going to have to go and get some milk on hand before. Now I have, in preparation for today, got some supplies ready for taking to the ocean. I've got a bunch of arrows to turn into the trank arrows because we've got an OP crossbow. What's our crossbow at? 580% weapon damage. Now I also have made some trank spear bolts and I've also got a harpoon launcher, but I can't see that doing more torpor than trank arrows using the OP crossbow, but I thought we'd give it a go anyway. But that's going to be for a little bit later on in the episode. We need to go get some milk, which means our best bet is to grab some preserving salts. Have we got any left in nuke? Yes, we have. Also got some of that ammonite bile. Now I have got a pretty garbage megalodon tamed up just for our initial searching around for a decent level dino underneath the water. I want to go for a decent Plessy or a decent Mosa. Is there anywhere that we can put this bile? I know that you can make the pheromone darts, but the pheromone darts have a spoiling timer on, which I didn't realise. I did make one and I've no idea where I put it. I think I threw it in the fridge and it didn't extend the spoiling time. Yeah, it turned it into a tranquilizer dart. I think it's got like 8 hours even in a fridge before it turns back to a trank dart. So they're not all that useful unless you're planning on using them pretty much instantly. But yeah, that the actual bile you can't throw in a fridge. I'm not sure if you can throw it in a preserving bin to extend the time. It would help if we had any spark powder in either of them. Powders. As you can see, we've been getting loads of gunpowder. We've been hitting up the trees over in the volcano area to get charcoal and making spark powder using the Ankies, which ain't too difficult. We throw some spark powder in there. What's our time? So 1 hour 56 minutes, and yeah, won't even let you put it in there. So yep, I guess that doesn't matter. Might as well take our spark powder back. This one. No, they're both empty. We've got all of our stuff working over at the greenhouse. We upgraded it, put electrics in, crops are growing. We've got a load more tames over there. I'll probably take you over there towards the end of the episode just to show you the progress. But yeah, every day it gets laggier and laggier over there. So, like I said before, we ain't going to spend too much time over there. But before we make a jump cut to us, yeah, that's correct. I did not swear remotely there. To us, actually hatching the wyverns, I want to take you over to the wyvern trap, and I, for some reason, sorry, I for some reason completely lost my bearings there for a second. Yeah, so if we just zoom over to the volcano area. Now, obviously, what we've got to do is lure out either an alpha. Well, probably not an alpha because I've got nothing to really take one down. I've got a load of arrows on me and the OP crossbow, which could probably do it. But yeah, we want to take down a female, knock one out to grab the milk, or to actually kill an alpha. But I'll show you the trap that my mate actually went ahead and made. I had very little to do with the making of it. He done all the grinding to get all the metal. It's made completely of metal. And once you see the size of it and sort of scale, you'll think that he's insane for doing it. But it was mainly to trap the alphas. because as soon as you kill an alpha you get 50 Wyvern milk, which does come dead in handy. So it should just be over here on the left hand side. There, load in. Yeah. So giant metal behemoth gates, all metal foundations, metal ceilings and metal pillars. So then you could just fly straight through and then you sort of land over here. And then you hop off. And then you just enter the code to close the doors when they follow you in. But yeah, very simple and basic traps, made completely metal purely for the alphas, because alphas can damage the stone. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to gather some milk and I'm going to start incubating the wyvern eggs and I'll bring you back for the hatching. So I guess I'll see you back shortly. Alright guys, now our first one's just hatched. It's the fire one. And we need to take them off wonder. Thank you. We want to whistle stop. And yeah, black body, red wings, it looks awesome, but it's a bit of a lowly level. I'm going to whack some preserving salts on him just now. Our next one's about to hatch in around about a minute or so. I don't want to be standing too close to the torches because they make an absolute ton of noise. Now this guy's still got a few milk on him. So what we're going to do is just whack one milk onto each one just for the time being. You don't have to do this, because as you can see their health is oh, it won't even let me put milk on him for some reason. Why is that? I think this one might be broken. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't letting me put milk on him first of all. It's maybe a little lag, but yeah. Now, this one should hatch in 50 seconds, it says, and I'm overheating. This one's still got another few minutes on. This one's still got another few minutes on as well. But for our first one, looks pretty decent. Got about 3.5 hours before the first lot of care. It's going to take roughly around about 12 to 14 hours before they're all fully grown to get all imprints on, which would be taking me to approximately 1:30 in the morning, which ain't too bad because I've chosen to do this earlier on in the day. The first clip I recorded, it was very early on in the day. We did take down the alpha wyvern that we found, so we've got, oh, there's our next one. Let's imprint on you, accept, follow us over it. So we can see your colours. Oh, I forgot how far away their following range was. You could change that, but we want to get far enough away from the fire because the amount of noise it creates is just ridiculous. Okay, let's see what sort of... very dark blue, the lightning shade on the wings. I do like it. So Sable Wandering on you. Throw some preserving salts. Oh, that's why. It's their weight. You have to wait for their weight to increase, don't you? So how comes I couldn't get the milk on him straight away? How comes this guy can only hold 5 preserving salts? Come on, Griffin. Now, let's grab one of you. Yeah, the reason how comes I'm preying on milk straight away is purely because I've got too much of it to hold in the preserving bins. In the preserving bins, I'll quickly show you. Is that guy still on follow? I want you to be on follow. Stop. Thank you. My mate passed out and I decided to decorate him in all pink as well as all of his tools and weapons. Got a little bit bored waiting for the eggs to hatch. But yeah, as you can see, we've got 2 preserving bins filled with milk and they both got about 18 hours on. Now the main reason for that is so that in case they want the milk for imprinting and obviously to feed them, and well, everyone's hatched. Stop moving. And our poison. Imprint, thank you. I think the poison ones look the best out of all of them. You look any different from our other one? Yeah, our other one's like mainly black. With like the black face. This guy is the exact same because it comes from the same nest, isn't it? Let's just see if we can't bring them all a little bit closer over this way. Do not walk off the edge, guy. Want them to separate a little bit. There we go. You'll get the disable wandering. There you go, disable wandering. Whistle, stop all. Let's grab our more preserving salts. Grab the milk. And then we'll get some on you. One on you. Some on you. One on you. Not sure if these guys would have eaten their first lot of milk. Nah, it takes them a while because the food starts off at like 1200. As you can see, it's dropping quite slowly. This one being a low level, it's only 4k health, so it isn't going to be much of a fight or anything, but I wanted a fire one just to complete the collection and the collection. And this is the highest level one that I could find. This guy is going to be our alpha killer. He's 228 stats, nearly 9k health. His weight is nearly 700, which ain't too bad. Melee 317, stamina 770, which is fairly good. Now obviously once we get the imprints on them, them stats will jump quite dramatically. Our poison guy 10k health, nice. Stamina higher, nice. The melee ain't too high and the weight isn't too high. Now our second ice one, the reason how comes I wanted to hatch another one of these is this guy's going to have mainly just weight, a little bit of health, and then melee. And he is purely going to be for gathering the pelt to make the blueprints that we got for the Ascendant fur gear. So he's just going to be our gatherer. So he's just going to have an absolute ton of weight put on him, is the main objective of this one. Because our other ice one, his stats are fairly balanced all around. We've got all the imprints on this guy. And yeah, so this guy's nearly completely max level now. For another point in that. So, nearly coming up to 800% melee, 20k health, 1500 stamina. You want around about 1500 on most of them for stamina, because the stamina drain when you use their special abilities is a little bit ridiculous. But yeah, this guy's going to have quite a bit of stamina points put into him. Hopefully that will jump up once we do the imprinting. But we've got about 3.5 hours on each one of them. Got 320 on him, 350 on him, and we got just under 3 hours on this guy. So I'll probably come back in about 3 hours 15 minutes. I'll probably do some more gathering and stuff. Just make sure. 13 hours. What I am going to do is whack another milk on each one of them, and before I do that, actually that's going to take me a while, I'll do that off camera. Let me just grab another milk to throw onto each of them. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's one of the RGs up top making that screeching sound. Yeah, let's put you onto you. Little fire guy, he's just going to be for decoration. Another milk onto you. Then our poison guy. I really do think the poison ones look the best out of all of them. It's like, I think it's the fins around the face, if we can just angle it so, yeah. Like the spiky fins on the side of the head. I think they look awesome. Looks like a proper dragon. But yeah, that's the hatching of all 4 of our Wyveryns. You'll probably see updates to them as our episode progresses, but like I said, the main aim for today is to hit the water and start looking for a decent water dino. And yeah, so I'll probably do a little bit of gathering, get the first imprint done on these guys, and then we'll hit the water. So I guess I'll be back again in a sec. And welcome back, guys. Clearly you can see by the stage that the dragons now are at. I think they're juvenile now, or adolescent. What are they? They're adolescent now. We've managed to get 2 imprints on them so far. Each imprint seems to be varied between 3 and 4 hours apart. So you're looking at about 16 hours in total before they're fully grown. Which is quite a pain considering that the time now is about 9:30 in the evening. And yeah, so by the time we get a third care in, it's going to be probably around about 11:30, which means I'm probably going to have to set my alarm. Now, the only one that I really want to get the 4th imprint on is my lightning guy, who is over here. So this guy, I'll probably set an alarm to wake up to actually get the imprint. If they was all sort of around the same time scale, then I'd get them all, but they're varied between the hour. So this one's like the lowest in 1 hour and 45 minutes, and then we've got 1 hour and 52 minutes, 2 hours and 36 minutes, and then 2 hours and 15 minutes. So yeah, it's like varied within the hour sort of mark. It's a bit of a pain, bit of a nightmare, but it means that every 2 to 3 hours I've had to come over here and babysit them to get the imprints. And yeah, there's no way I'm going to set my alarm to then get up for an hour to babysit all of them. I'm only going to set the alarm to get the 4th imprint on the lightning one, because he's our highest level and I want him to be our damage dealer. The ice wyvern, I'm just going to pump purely on weight for collecting pelt and charcoal. The poison one, not too sure, and the fire one, I honestly don't really care about. He's level 72. Now, what we are going to be doing now is I've completely lost my train of thought there. Why was I facing that way? There we go. I should actually have the majority of the supplies. We've got some narcotic. I've got some Quetzal egg kibble, some kibble egg, Rex egg, words. Some Rex egg kibble, Quetzal egg kibble. The Quetzal one in case we come up against a Mosa. Rex egg for the plesiosaur. And I was hoping to be able to get the Caracu kibble in case we found a 180 anglerfish, because I would actually like one of them to collect silica pells with. Now we've got our harpoon gun. Let's just organise our hotbar so we're just ready to go. Yeah, so we put that on there. We are not going to lead our long neck rifle. Did we just throw in there? Yep. And we want a close range weapon, so we'll throw our sword on there. We'll get our harpoon gun ready, so that's got that. We can put away our trank darts, and we've got a ton of trank arrows, just because I honestly think that the ascendant crossbow that we got is probably going to do a lot more torpor. I'm more worried about it doing too much damage, so we've got 210 arrows, and yeah, we're still in orbital cam for some reason when we jumped back on the bird. It was weird. Okay, so we're going to head over to the Megalodon now, which is this away, do you think? Yeah, I've left him over at my mate's base. He sort of built an enclosed area for his Megalodon, but he forgot to put his one away and it died. So just to double secure up the one that I had, he whacked the gate around it to be kind enough. In between the last cut and this cut, we've just been going around taming up different dinos for the kibble yard. We've actually got quite a large collection. A couple of sarcos were added in. A few of the smaller ones, the compies, the dimorphodons, the caracus, which are the penguins. What else did we throw in there? We managed to tame up a couple of titan boas. I'm probably going to do one of them on camera just to give you a demonstration of how it's done, because it can be actually quite a major pain taming them. They're quite fussy at times. What else did we throw in there? I'm trying to think of it now. Our mate's base just load in for a second or two. Ugh. Now we should have the majority of our scuba stuff already on the shark, but the only thing I don't think that we may have is our flippers, so I'm just going to go raid in my mate's base to see if we can't find anything. So you've got the stuff necessary to make some flippers. Something in pace and silica belts. We are looking for flippers, and yeah, there we go. And take that as well, just in case. I'll let him know that I've robbed him. I would have grabbed it and all sorted it out on mine, but I didn't want to have to carry it over on the Griffin. He's already a little bit overweight as it is, carrying all the arrows. Yeah, see, so we've got an absolute ton of scuba gear already on the shark, so we're going to grab all of that. Drop the spoiled meat. What else? Now, I don't want to go taking my otter with me, just in case bad things happen. They're a major pain to try and replace, and they're quite helpful in the cold weather. So, throw on you, and flip-flops. At least this way, wow, we're instantly freezing. Do otters have an oxygen stat? That is what I was worried about mainly. Let's put these back on just so that... Really? I'm fairly sure that they do have an oxygen stat. Yeah, see, it's a high oxygen stat, but he ain't gonna last as long as we will. Down underneath. Why is it that we're instantly like freezing cold? If we whack on our hat, is that going to help us at all? No, but apparently we're just going to constantly be freezing underneath the water. It's an absolute joke. I've been down here numerous times and never been freezing. But yeah, we're going to be on the lookout for Plessy, Mosa, something a lot larger than the shark. And hopefully... Oh, a little bit of lag. I need to eat some food to keep my health going back up. Counteract the cold. If it does get too cold and my health starts plummeting a bit too quickly, I will have to hit the surface again, just to be on the safe side. Now, these reeds can be a little bit risky because you have quite a few jellyfish that sort of just hang about in them, and they sort of blend in well. We're just going to murder this shark over here to get some food for our one. Come on, go. Now, our shark is rocking an ascendant saddle, so as you can see, decreased damage from this megalodon compared to what it would be doing with primitive. Come on. Thank you. Get some meat. There we go. So, I think this is going to take more than just a couple of minutes swimming around to find something decent enough level. So what I am going to do is I'm going to make a very quick cut, and when I do come across something decent, then we're hopefully not going to be freezing to death, I will bring you back. So I guess I'll see you back shortly. And we're back, guys. Now, as you can see, we've made a little bit of a change to our mount. We're now rocking a turtle. Turtle? No, definitely not turtle. We're rocking a frog. Yeah, it's one of my mates. These are the buffos, the frogs. Mainly because our shark got absolutely battered. 3 alpha mosas in a row I had to run away from. My shark has 12k health and he got dropped down to, I think it was around about 1500 hit points, and he got attacked. It's like when I was trying to force feed him to heal him up after the alpha mosa attack, I got done by electric eels, and then I had to hop off the mount, kill the electric eels manually using my crossbow. And then, yeah, after that, it was bad news. So then I got back onto the headset with my mate. He gave me the go ahead to jump on his frog, have a swim around to look for something bigger, better and badder. And I think we found the best we're going to find today, which is a 174 Mosa. The only bad news is that there's another Mosa in the area just over that way. But we should be able to shoot this guy off of the back of the frog. We just need to get low enough that he can't actually hit us, but that we can still shoot. So, should we go crossbow or should we actually rock the... Let's just rock that. See how that does. Ah, miss. Got a hit. I've never used the harpoon gun before, so I don't know how good the torpor is on it. Now we have got Quet's Kibble and we've got Rex Kibble in case we come up against a plesiosaur that we want to take. But we've got more than enough arrows and tranks to take this guy, hopefully. As long as that... Oh, get out of my face, man. Okay, let me put this gun away for a sec and deal with this shark. Now, this frog's got a proper OP Ascendant saddle on. So, yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Come on. I just don't want to lose track of the actual Mosa. Where is he? Oh, please tell me he's just swimming into a wall. That would be such good fortune for me. Of course, no word of a lie, I've been swimming down here and well, it's just got to night time, so it's like virtually pitch black. I've been swimming underneath the water for probably the better part of about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I've gone through, I think, 3 or 4 scuba tanks now. And yeah, I could do with a little bit of good news. This ain't going too badly, as long as he keeps on just staying there. Keeps on, come on. Fairly sure that our crossbow would be doing a lot more torpor than this. I'm a little bit worried that I won't be able to tell when he gets knocked out either. Because that happened to my shark. I knocked him out, he was doing like a face plant into the sand next to the shore. And I must have hit him with about 3 or 4 arrows. He was a 174, but his level just got tanked from where I carried on shooting him without realising that he was already knocked out. Okay, this guy's decided to turn around and have a little go. Thing is that these harpoons, the expensive bit is the harpoon itself. It's otherwise just a trank dart on the end of a harpoon. So I can't see it doing more torpor than our crossbow. But I thought I'd give it a go. Just to see how it went. With that one. Oh, don't go swimming towards the other Mosa. It's the last one I need. I will be brightening up the video, obviously, for you lot to be able to actually see what's going on. Come on. Get knocked out, will ya? We've only got one more harpoon left anyway before we have to use our... Yep, before we have to switch to our crossbow. More worried about the damage that's going to do. It's like 203. But Mosas are known for having quite high health, so... Come on. Get knocked out, will you? Oh, that is not what I need. Don't need 2 of them on me. Come on. I think he's got high torpor. Come on, just get knocked out. I'm a little bit worried about that one coming up behind me and biting me in the ass. Ah, thank God for that. I've been chasing him, for no word of a lie, about 15 to 20 minutes. I ended up having to make this little jump cut to the point where he is actually knocked out now. He actually swam that far away that the other Mosa who was mate boosting him went out of his mate boosting range, which actually helped me a lot because the damage buff he was getting when he was getting hits on me was actually doing quite a bit of damage. But yeah, it looks like we are relatively safe in this area. I can't really tell until it becomes daytime. And let me put away a crossbow so we can actually have a look at our surroundings. Just to make sure that that other Mosa doesn't sneak up on us. Ugh. But probably one of the most stressful things I've ever had to knock out in my entire time playing Ark. Underneath the water, if I show you here, we've gone through a couple of scuba tanks already. This one's halfway down. We've still got that one that went halfway down and I swapped it out early. Still got quite a fair few trank arrows and a fair few arrows. We've got enough narcotics hopefully and enough Quetzal kibble. We've got 7. Otherwise we may actually have to go find that other Mosa to take it out. What's the time as well? It's about 2 o'clock in the morning Ark time, so it looks fairly safe. If I hop off the frog and I say whistle passive so you stay still, we'll have a quick look to see how his torpor's holding. It's going to be dropping rapidly. Okay, well let's throw the Quetzal kibble on. See how it does. And after he takes a bite, we can then sort of get a tell to see how many he's going to need, or if he's going to need more. And if he is going to need more, I may actually have to ask my mate to do a fairly quick mutton run for us to drop some meat on him. I can't see any other badness in the area at the moment though. 4.8, oh my god, you've got to be kidding me, we're definitely going to need a mutton run. Okay, well give us a few minutes and I'll keep this guy knocked out, hopefully. And hopefully we get some mutton on him, so I guess I'll bring you back whether it goes bad or not. Okay guys, I know it's very dark, but he's about to tame up now. It's at 96.7%. Have a quick look at his stats beforehand. 15k health, just under 2k weight, 210% melee. Now he's on 99.9% effectiveness. My mate, being an absolute diamond that he is, he actually went off, if you can see in the chat there, he actually went off, he done a mutton run for us to keep our effectiveness up, why he then had time to, oh there goes one of my, I'm on my last scuba tank now, oh my god. Then he actually went all the way back to the kibble yard and actually made us up some more Quetzal kibble. So then it would tame up quicker because I've been down here, as you can see from the amount of scuba sets I've gone through, for the better part of about an hour and a half to 2 hours easily. Now there is no way, oh thank you. At last, it's finally tamed up. Let's see his stats now. 23,000 health, nice. 300 and, or just shy of 340% melee. 2200 carry weight, 1600 stamina, and movement speed's not been touched. But that's alright. I'm always going to be pumping a little bit of movement speed on the Mosas. Where's our frog gone? Now, as you can see, I'm slowly taking damage from freezing to death down here. So we want to get some food. Start swimming up towards the surface. I think it's still night time. It's just about to become daytime, and yeah, as you can see, we're all the way over here at the Highlands area, just near, I think it's the Red Obelisk. But yep, that's our beauty there, finally fully tamed up at 260. I'm very happy. Before I forget, actually, I want to take the rest of the Quetzal kibble, that biotoxin off of him. He can keep the mutton on him, not too fast, otherwise it's just going to go to spoil anyway. But yeah, he's all tamed up. Now what I am going to do is that I'm going to drag him all the way back home, or back to where our shark is, get a saddle for him, and to be honest with you, it's probably going to be tomorrow morning in real time, because it's around about 12 o'clock at night now for me, having found him, tamed him up. So first thing tomorrow morning, I'll probably do a bit more recording to end this episode off of us taking him out for a spin to see what sort of damage you can actually do. And now I thought I was stuck there. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you back shortly. Okay guys, now the first battle with the first Alpha Mosa, obviously a 120 didn't go too well. He absolutely wrecked us. Now I did pump our health up to just above 40k. He's got back to just over half health now, and his melee's up to 490, so he's doing a decent bit of damage, not overly amount. We really want to be able to kill one of these alphas though, just to get the points. And this one down here is only a level 18, so fingers crossed we can win this battle. I've gone round eating all the sharks that I could see, and there's so many alpha mosas around here, it is just ridiculous. Yeah, see, so we're doing 465. What we need to do is just get into like a head-on-head collision, then we don't have to keep on swimming round. Come on. Ah. Turn. Don't use stamina. And then there we go. Now I'm going to just munch on this guy for a little bit. Hopefully we can take him down. Fingers crossed, it shouldn't take too long actually. Is he showing bloody already? He is as well. I'm Mosa wrecking it, 465 damage. Yep, this one's getting bloody a lot quicker. Obviously the 120 had a ridiculous amount of health. This guy is still doing a fair bit of damage to us, but hopefully if we manage to take this one down, will give us decent enough points to pump into our melee. And we could finish this episode off on a high note rather than an absolute flop. Come on. He's getting very bloody. Come on. Just a little bit worried about other alpha mosas coming up. There we go. Ah, oh, at last. Sorry about that. It's a frog in the throat still. And I'm now stuck on his body. I'm just going to eat him. Give us all that hide and all that prime. Come on, hurry up. Disappear. No bag. I think we got all the loot. Another Rex bone helmet to add to the collection. 100 black pelts. Nice. We got the Alpha Mosa teeth. Normal bow, normal bow, normal bow. Keep that as spare armor, and then garbage armor. Firework rocket skin. Couple of pickaxes there. As you can see, we've got we went through quite a few megalodons, so we've got 48 of their teeth at the moment, which is weighing us down a little bit. Obviously not the Mosa's weight, but our own personal weight. But yeah, we've got an extra 6 levels from taking that one down. He took us down by about 5k health, so I reckon once this guy's back up to... Is it a guy? I don't know. What are you? You are a... yeah, a guy. Once this guy's back up to full health, and we'll get a few more levels onto his melee. Yeah, nice. Above 500% already. Still going to have a fair few levels to go. When he gets up to full health, we'll take on one of the higher level Mosa alphas. There's about 6 of them floating around in this one hilarious insane. But for today, that is going to be it for me. I've had quite a day, to be honest with you. Can we get a little bit of a zoom out action? And actually, let's take off the mask. There we go. That's a better viewpoint. Yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have and it's your first time to the channel, please consider subscribing for future ARK content. And hopefully you've all had a good day, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.